Hi everyone, welcome back to another Subscriber Sunday video. So let's talk about how the squats went last week. Yeah, I had some issues, and I think it was because of the Bikini Body Mommy. I was so sore all week because of that adding on the squats, I really should have thought that through. But it's good, it's good. I actually felt really good though, and I made some adjustments. I ended up doing calf raises. I didn't mark on my paper what day I did that, but I think I told you guys in my, I think it was Thursday. Yeah, I think it was Thursday because that was my rest day and from Bikini Body Mommy, and that was so horrible that day. I was so sore after doing Monday through Wednesday of Bikini Body Mommy, and by the time Thursday when I woke up, just sitting down hurt so bad. Standing up wasn't as bad, but when I would go to sit down, when I go to walk downstairs, it was fine. My legs were on fire. And so I believe that's the day I did calf raises and did some wall push-ups. But I did an average of 6 to 7 sets of squats a day. So, and that was 15 squats a day is what I did. So I'd like to hear from you guys how it went. Did you guys do the modifications? What did you do instead of squats? Did you have to put a reminder up? I did for the first few days. I had to put a reminder up on the door to remind me. At work, it was funny because I think because it was in my mind, and I would, try to get into the private bathroom where I didn't have to do it right there. But if I didn't, I know I was more aware of it when I was going into the other restroom. And I think that's why I remembered at work, no problem. But at home, I had a little bit harder time remembering, so the sticky on the door helped a lot. So anyway, I'd like to hear from you guys how it all went for you. And this week's challenge is going to be a little bit easier. Well, it's just not fitness related. So what we're going to do this week for our Healthy Habits Challenge for 2017, week number 4, right? Week number 3. This is week 3. So, okay, so I kind of got this idea from 2 different places. So one day this week, and let me look in my tracker here. One day this week, I was so snacky. And actually this entire week, I was really snacky. I'm looking at the wrong week. There we go. And I didn't know it was leading up into, that time of the month week. And I didn't realize that till today, but, anyway, so that was, I think, one of the issues, and so I was just really snacky. And it was one day I was making dinner, and I think it was on Tuesday because I was making tacos, and I was having the tostada, and I had the chips for the family, and I was putting them in their bowls for them, and I was just eating. And then I was, grabbing, there was a lot of things I was grabbing that were healthy type stuff. I was grabbing pieces of tomato as I was cutting it. But just as I was doing those types of things, I was just like, what am I doing? And then at one point on Sunday, I picked up a bag of popcorn. I was going to portion them out into individual things for some meal prep, which I never did because I ended up eating the popcorn. There's like a half a bag left, and I was just like eating it, and I started tracking the stuff at that point because I was like, wait a second, because how many of you guys are guilty of, okay, it's just one tortilla chip, or it's just one potato chip, or it's just one bite of chocolate, or you just lick the beater, when you're making muffins or a cake or something. You don't realize that mindless eating, it adds up in calories, and then if any of you like me that are doing Weight Watchers, it adds up in your points. And so I started thinking, okay, wait a second, step into tracking the new year. I need to track everything I put into my mouth. That's the challenge that Emma's given us, and I realized I need to go back and do that. So I started going back and doing that on all these things, and it's just like, oh my goodness, how did I do that? I mean, I started thinking about when I was eating the chips, I started thinking I ended up eating 8 chips. Now, in the past, I would have just not even counted, even on Weight Watchers, even before doing this challenge, I would have just not even counted the chips because it just, to me in my head, wasn't sitting down and eating them. So that makes sense. You guys have that kind of issue too? Do you have that issue where it's like, oh, it's just a half of a cookie, I don't need to count it? Seriously, we do need to count it. That's those are calories that are adding up. So then another thing so then this is going on, you know, and this was like Tuesday and then again on Wednesday. I mean, it was just the whole week, you know. It was just actually started, like I said, on Saturday or Sunday with popcorn. So by Wednesday, I was watching some videos, and so I was trying to find a few people I hadn't watched in a while, and one of them is Kate and James from over Our Fat Release. She has been doing this, and I completely forgot that I've watched some of her other videos this year too, but she has started doing this thing she calls BLTs, bites, licks, and tastes, and she keeps track of them all that she does. So, or if she keeps track of whether or not she is doing it, I believe. She does it in her tracker. It's very clever, so creative, and it's such a great idea. And so that kind of made me start thinking too, and I'm like, so this was not one of my original Healthy Habits challenges, but what I thought would be a great challenge that is going to help me and maybe help you guys too. Let's keep track of every single thing. I mean, I know we're supposed to be doing it for step into tracking for those of you doing it, but every bite you take, every time you taste the beater from making, you know, making some muffins or making a cake, I mean, you need to count it. Let's keep track of every single thing that makes contact and may add calories to our body or points. So, I mean, I don't really want to take, you know, Kate's, like, you know, her, like, idea. And it's just, I just think it's so clever, and I just think it's such a great idea. And I thought it would just be a great Healthy Habits challenge. So let's do that. Let's keep track of every single morsel that goes into our mouth, and let's see what we end up with by the end of the week. So that is our challenge for the week, is to track our mindless eating. And let's just see where that takes us, and let's see where we can make some changes. And maybe by the end of the week, by writing it down somewhere, whether you have a planner or just have a little notebook, I mean, whatever you want to do, maybe by, like, you know, if we start this Monday, is when we start our challenges, by like Wednesday, maybe really kind of look at it and see, oh my, you know, then maybe throughout the, see if it makes a difference, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then you kind of do a check, and then maybe Thursday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you don't do as many. So let's just keep track, and we check back in with each other on Sunday and see where we ended up. And I will let you guys know throughout the week in my videos how I'm doing with it, and if I'm catching myself doing it less or doing it more, or this is not helping me at all. Yeah, let's just see where it takes us, and let me know what how you guys are doing throughout the week in the comments. And yeah, let's start tracking all of our mindless eating. So I hope you guys have all had a great week. I can't wait to hear about your guys' weigh-ins this week and how you guys have been doing. If you're new here, please introduce yourself and let us know what kind of a journey you're on, and how far you have to go, and if you have any kind of successes you want to share with us, and if you have any challenges that maybe we can help you with. And let's just all share and I'll talk down below. And I can't wait to hear from you guys. So have a great day. Bye, guys.